Hello everyone, this is Stephen from thedarkmark.com. Thedarkmark.com is an amazing community powered by enthusiasts such as yourself, where you can buy and sell your horror and sci-fi items and not have to worry about the crazy fees that are usually associated with selling. Today we are going to be listening to the first part of an interview with the revolutionary Steve Biggs from FXSupply. This man, among his many other accomplishments, which you will be hearing about later on, is responsible for bringing animatronics into the haunt industry. So grab some popcorn and your favorite machete, and let's get started. Steve, once again, thank you so much for doing this. We really appreciate it. So, starting off, I was did a little bit of research, and I saw that you started FXSupply in 1993. And your goal was to supply hard-to-find information and material to amateurs and professionals. Can you tell us a little bit more about the story and how you got started?
Yes, I came back from Southern California right after the LA riots, but not necessarily because of them. They're for my parents. And I moved back to Bountiful, Utah, which is where I started Special Effects Supply. The idea was to create a little business that kept my foot in the door of the industry, and something that I could, sell and go back to California, or my services were needed. As it turned out, I just had to stay, and so I just kept growing my little company.
That's awesome. Very, very good. At what age did you get started in the effects industry?
I got started when I was 32, which is quite old. I'll tell you how that happened. I had been an advertising guy for 6 years, and then I had strong background in mechanics, machine shop, welding, design, just basically building stuff from scratch. And I always wanted to be part of the film industry, and I figured my foot in the door would be to do what I already did, which was build stuff. So in late 1986, maybe a week or two before Halloween, I arrived in Southern California and started knocking on doors. I had a place to stay, and it ended up to be easier to pay rent when I wasn't working, because what I had done was I made arrangements with an elderly couple. I was to take care of their house and yard for 10 hours a week, and then after that I could, work on projects or work for companies or whatever came up. But I did that in 1986.
Can you share with us your experience in the film industry?
In the first film I worked on, it was these two giant robots that, there's a Russian robot and an American robot, and they punched the daylights out of each other.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, I think they just did a remake of that.
Name of it. RoboCop, RoboJocks. RoboJocks, yeah, that was the name that we worked under, and RoboCop came out at the same time. And what I did was I did stop motion parts. They built life-size sets in Italy, and then the company I was working for built maybe an 8-foot tall one, and then I worked on the miniatures, which were about 12 inches high. And the ones I worked on were they're designed by David Allen. David Allen had got the Academy Award for the Imperial walkers in Star Wars, and that was the first film that I worked on.
I looked it up, and it is called RoboJocks, and it's similar to the new movie that just came out, Real Steel.
Yeah, that's with the guy that played Wolverine, right?
Yes.
Hugh Jackman.
Exactly.
They did a remake.
But things were changing. We got maybe halfway through what we were making, and they decided to go what they called digital, which is laughable these days. But and then the guys I was working for, they kind of got fired off the job. Well, they got totally fired off the job. But see, we had the Writers Guild strike, and that shut down Hollywood for months. I don't think anybody made anything till Robert Short did Beetlejuice.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
He was over in Santa Monica, and by then I was a mechanical animator. I was making robots for amusement parks.
And that is going to be it for today. Next time we're going to hear about his experience in the amusement industry and quite a bit more. So be sure to follow us on social media such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff, and we will keep you notified when the next one is up. See you then.